it's really nice to see you all again. As always, I hope that you're all doing fine, doing well after my first video before. So yes, I'm really excited to see you guys again. Yes, so I know that it's tiring and getting even more boring for all of us to just stay at home nowadays. I mean, yes, it's kind of boring, but please keep obey the government rules, be obedient, stay at home so that we can help them to prevent the spread of this COVID-19 pandemic. So yes, as always, in this video, today's video especially, I would like to talk about another issue that pops up during this pandemic era. So this issue is questioning, should the Moluccas government provide the financial support or financial assistance to people who stay at home in order to slow down the spread of COVID-19 pandemic or COVID-19 virus. So before I talk about my opinion, I want to remind you guys that all of the things I said on my last video, on my first video, or the things I will say in this video, I want you guys to remember that I'm not an expert. It's just my personal opinion. It's all just my personal opinion. So yes, I hope that you guys can be agree or disagree with me, but still I want to share it with you guys. So the decision is all in your hand. You can be agree or disagree with me. Well, let's move to our topic. So the issue is questioning, should the government provide financial assistance to people who stay at home in order to slow down the COVID-19 pandemic? Well, in my opinion, I think the government should provide that financial assistance for people who stay at home in order to slow down this pandemic. Why? Why do I think that they should provide financial assistance for them? Because as stated in my video before, I said that this pandemic actually affected our economy activities in a very bad way. That's why we have a limitation in every single things we do in our daily life. That's why our economy activities, it is hampering our activities, it is hampering our daily activities and also our economy activities in a very bad way. So yes, I think it is important for the government to pay attention or notice this problem about financial assistance or financial support for people who stay at home, since they can work easily or work as usual as they can in now era like that. I think so. Yes, so my first reason is I wanted to say for you guys that it's probably easy or lucky for those who work as the government employees or have a permanent job with fixed income. Why did I say that they're lucky to have a permanent job or permanent income, or also work as government employees? Because yes, you can see that even if they stay at home, they are still being paid from the government. So it is it's certainly easy for them to obey the government and just stay at home, work from home. Since they are keep being paid, so they will not take any risk to go out there interacting with many people that will increasing the possibility of contracting with this virus. They will not do that. Unfortunately, it's unlucky for them or for those who work or who depends only in income that can be produced per day. You guys can see that it's really pity for them. They have to go outside, work outside, like traders, and also there are food sellers or taxi drivers or pedicab drivers or public transportation drivers. They only get the source of their livelihood is out there. So yes, they have to go out there to fulfill their needs. That's why it's kind of sad for me to see them like that. And yes, I think that the government should notice that problem as the really big problem at now era, like at this time during this pandemic era. So my friends, what I'm trying to say here, what I want you to notice is that this financial assistance is really, really important. This financial support from the government for people who are staying at home right now during this pandemic era is really important to help them. Why? Because it at least can help the government to hold people in tension, to staying out, and also to interacting with many people out there, because you know what they are thinking. I mean, the example of people I said before, like low income people who only depends on their income that can be gained per day, or probably yes per week, but still it's hard or it's difficult for them, because they will think that if they don't do that, they don't staying out, and also they don't like keep interacting with many people or buyers or also customers, then they will get nothing. I mean, who will finance their needs? They think like that. Who will help them to fulfill or to meet their needs? I mean, they just work outside there to get any bite of rice. That's why they will think like, oh, the government didn't really notice this problem or this issue, so I also have to keep staying out because I have to meet my family needs too. That's why they are staying out and they keep working outside the home, because they think that the government doesn't really pay their attention on them. And also, if the government don't help them, don't provide this financial assistance, they will keep break the government rules. They will not obey. So this financial assistance can at least make them or help them think that, oh yes, the government care about us, and also yes, that they want us to always just stay at home at that time, or at this time, or during this pandemic era. So that's why they provide this support or financial assistance for us. I mean, they will feel at least they can meet their needs. I mean, the government help them to fulfill their needs, so that they will feel like, oh, I shouldn't go outside too often, or I shouldn't interact with many people, many buyers too often, to help the government to prevent this pandemic spread or pandemic era. Yes. So yes, I think it is really important for the government to notice about this financial support or financial assistance, and then provides them for people who are staying at home, because as you can see, it will reduce the number of people who contracting with this virus outside their home. And I think that's all I'm gonna say about it. Oh, but before that, I'm sorry, I forgot. As an example, you can see that actually the people under surveillance or patient under observation, they are people who contracted with the virus, but they're contracted with the virus, most of them, especially in Ambon City, the people who contracted with the virus is, like food sellers, like thing sellers, that they have a low income job. Also, they need to work per day to get income to fulfill their needs. That's why they keep staying out, work outside their home, and that's why they being contracted with the virus, because yes, they work outside the home to fulfill their needs. So the government really need to help our community so that they can just stay at home and at least feel like yes, they can fulfill their needs or meet their needs without going out or staying out, and do a lot of activities that can increase the number of people who contracted with the virus. That's all from me. So I think that we all wish that the government will think about the best way to prevent this virus wisely. So I also want to remind you guys to always stay at home and also obey the government regulation so that we all can be safe from this pandemic era. So stay safe, guys. See ya!